Hello, all Justified fans. I've got a new project. A Justified fan, and I guess a fan of my It Was Justified Facebook page. Dion Guest has sent me a brand new Stetson, and this is the Stetson Carson. This was not a Marshall. This is the correct Carson, and he bought a brand new one, and he wanted it shaped like Raylan's. So he sent it to me. It just came in the mail Monday, and I'm going to be reshaping this and cutting it down. But this is a really nice hat. And the new Carsons, the old ones were a 4X, and these are a 6X right there. So I have my hat is a 4X, and this is just a. I mean, you can tell just by picking this one up, it's a little heavier. So Dion sent the hat band, which I just put on it. The hat is a 3 3/4 inch brim, and I didn't know that this was just like a new hat or anything. And he told me that he was going to be sending me a hat to do, and I was like, "That's great, I'll do it." And when it came in, I opened it up, and there's the Stetson box it's in and everything. And I pull it out, and I was like, "This don't look like a Raylan's hat. Was this from a company that was supposed to be a Justified hat and stuff?" So I got a hold of Dion, and he said, "No, no, this was just a brand new Carson that I bought, and I want it shaped." Now Dion has went out and bought a Baron hat, and he said, it was a lot of money, and I don't think from what I gathered from him, that he's like really in love with it, because he says it does, and in his eyes, it doesn't look like anything Raylan wore in any of the seasons. Now I don't know, because I haven't seen the hat. I could maybe look at the hat and go, "Oh, that's from season, whatever." But I haven't seen Dion's Baron hat. I just told him that I thought it was a real shame that, as expensive as those hats are, that it should look like a hat that Tim/Raylan wore. So anyway, my goal is to make this hat look just like the hat that Dion wants that Raylan wore. And that hat's going to be from season 4. That's the hat that Dion likes, and that's the hat that I'm going to do for him. And my goal is, when I do this, I want Dion to love this hat. I want him to think, "Oh my God, this is so much better than the Baron hat," because those Baron hats are very expensive. And that is my goal. So I will keep everybody updated on this, and to let when I get it all done, I will show you what the hat looks like. Right now, unfortunately, I am at my dad's house, and I do not have my glass head and everything I normally set up, but it is a 3 3/4 inch brim. The hat doesn't. Let me see if I can get my hand underneath here, and we'll try to get a side shot. Doesn't really have much of a flare to it. Doesn't. It's just a Stetson hat, and the brim size is wrong. And I have my brim cutter, and I'm going to cut this down, and then heat it, shape it, and I'm getting here in my little box. So anybody that wants to know what a brim cutter looks like, I'm going to show you. And if you Google or go on YouTube, but that right there is the brim cutter, and it's a really neat little device. And right there, I paid $50 for that thing, just so I can make a Raylan hat for myself. And I thought, well, I spent that much on it. If anybody else wants one, I'll take my time and do it for you. And I try not to charge too much, because I know, one, the hat's not a cheap hat. Two, that the shipping back and forth is expensive because it's in a big box. And I just, basically just trying to make my money back eventually on doing for my brim cutter. And it does take a while. It's not something I'm like in 5 minutes that I'm done with this hat and go, "Oh, I just made, $30 or whatever I charged, $30, $40. And so I kind of judge it off of, if I don't have that much time really investing, I just charge $30. If I have to really work at it and keep working it and keep working it, then I just bring it up to 40. I'll never charge more than 40 unless it takes me a really, really long time. But like I said, nothing special about the hat, just a stock Carson hat. It's a beautiful hat. I'm thinking about getting a 6 myself. Like I said, it's heavier than my 4X hat. And if you, like I said, if you watch the end of Justified, I'm not going to say anything because I know the show's been out for a long time, but there's maybe some people that haven't seen it. But the very last episode, when the hat is lying on the highway, if you look, it's a 4X hat, and it's a Carson Stetson. So, and I think the very first episode, the pilot episode, was also a Stetson. I think after that, it was all the Baron hats and stuff. But I can't wait to get going on this. I'm wanting to get it done. See, today is Tuesday. I would like to have the hat done tomorrow night and get this shipped out to him on, let's see, I like to get it shipped out on Thursday if I could, because I'm going to be leaving town Friday. Me and the boys are heading to another city, and it's a whiskey weekend for me. And yes, I will be wearing my Stetson. We're going to the casinos and bars and stuff, and I just really like when I don't know if you want to call it dressing up or whatever, but when I like leaving the house, I like to have my Lucchese's and my Stetson. And I just love the look, And it, like I said in a past video, it's amazing how many people come up to me and tell me that they love the hat, they love my boots, whatever. And I mean, unfortunately, not too many men wear a cowboy hat these days, and maybe that's something that's what's wrong with this country. Not enough cowboys in it. But anyway, I'm very honored that Dion wanted me to build this hat for him. I shouldn't say build, to shape the hat. Stetson built the hat. I'm just going to shape it the way Stetson should have shaped it. And we'll see how it comes out. And I have a pretty good feeling it's going to be out of the ballpark. Not to try to sound too confident in my work, but I'm getting really good at these things now. And I think I'm going to be able to knock this one out of the park. So anyway, Dion, I know you're probably watching this video, and everybody else, I appreciate you coming in and watching these videos. And if you have questions, you know, anybody, you can ask me anything about Justified, and if I have the answer, I'll answer it truthfully. There's not too many things about the show I don't know. And when I say that, a lot of people have asked me, like, hey, what was the, I think I just had a question the other night. What was the vest that Devil wore, and what were the patches on it and stuff? I did not know that. I kind of mainly, I mean, Devil was he wasn't a main character. So I try to stay focused on the main characters, which is Raylan and Boyd, Ava. Those were really like the three main characters, and throughout the show. And so those are really the three that I focus upon. But if you have questions about those three, I'm pretty good at them. And I actually have I acquired an outfit. It's the shirt, coat that Ava wore, and it's the screen used one. And I can't remember what season or episode, but I just thought it was a pretty cool thing to own. And I bought it, really just to kind of have my collection for a little bit. But I know obviously I can't wear it. And so I got it so somebody else, I could pass it along to them. But when it came in, my wife's like, what's that? And I said, I bought Ava's clothes. And she's like the same stuff or the actual screen used? And I said, oh, the actual screen used. And she goes, really? And I go, yeah. And I open it up and I smelled them. And I go, and it smells just like Ava. My wife looked at me like, well, how the hell do you know what Ava smells like? So that's just my way of joking around and stuff. But anyway, Dion, I look forward to doing this project to you. Once again, thank you for sending it to me and trusting me with your Stetson. And like I said, my goal is to make it better than your Baron hat. So if you guys have questions, please feel free to ask all you want. It can be about the hat. It can be about holsters. It can be whatever, wardrobe. I will do my best to answer. And for those that are watching this on YouTube, come on over if you're Justified fans to my Facebook page. It was Justified. It was Justified, and there's a lot of cool stuff I post over there. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the little video. Dion, I hope you did, and can't wait to show you this hat next. Talk to you later. Bye.